Hello everyone. So today I pretty much wanted to make a video about how I got here to South Korea with my best friend. I know that there is a lot of videos about this, and I just wanted to make a quick one about my experiences because it wasn't as easy as we thought it was going to be. So pretty much we got this idea in last year. During COVID time, I am a registered nurse back at home, so it wasn't like the greatest time at work, obviously, and Maria was also not enjoying her job as much, so we decided to look into a way that we could come back to Korea, because in 2019 in December we had already come here for a short holiday. So we really enjoyed our time here, so we wanted to try and see if there was a way where we could come back. I think Maria briefly mentioned something about teaching, and I hadn't heard of it before, so I looked into it as well, and then that was it. That was the end. So pretty much we started really doing a lot of research, and like within like the next 2 weeks we had already enrolled in a TEFL course. Now that TEFL course was for a duration of 6 months, and we pretty much just chose like one that was like had some face-to-face time as well, and one that was affordable at the time. So we enrolled in the course, and then we started looking into how it is that people got jobs here. We learned about recruiters, and we immediately started applying to, we applied to like 2, I think, and this was in May 2020, so we weren't aware that it was too early to start applying. We just wanted to be prepared. So we started applying, and we had interviews with the 2 that we thought were the most reputable or like most popular. So we had interviews with them, and they were successful. We were like really excited, like yay. But then they told us it was too early to start applying for jobs back then. They told us like come back to us in October, and we were like, October, okay. So we decided to just wait until October. In the meantime, we were doing our TEFL course, and we kept like looking into other things regarding moving here. So then it hits October and nothing yet. They say, oh, like yeah, we'll start getting like you in contact with like schools that might be interested in you, but then like nothing's really happening. So we decide to go on Dave's ESL cafe and apply for more recruiters. And then after that, everything started going pretty quickly, in the sense that we applied to a bunch of recruiters. Now when I say a bunch, we applied to close to 20. I think it was 17 or 18 recruiters. Now with recruiters here, you have to do like a short interview with them, with all of them, just so that they can get to know you and stuff. So we did that with all of them pretty much, and we still weren't hearing much. We had one interview with a school, but that went nowhere. And then we were hearing for things like a bit further away than where we wanted to be. Now we were asking for something really difficult. We wanted to place 2 people, so me and Maria, in the same school or within close proximity of each other in Seoul. Now at the time we didn't know that it was extremely difficult to get a teaching position in Seoul, even for experienced teachers. So we were like very adamant that's what we wanted. So we were refusing a few interview offers that were coming to us. But then it hit, I think it was like November, we had applied to more recruiters, and we decided that maybe we had to change our strategy. We spoke to one recruiter who said like, what if one of you gets a job first and the next one goes after? But we still really wanted to be together, so we said like we'd push our location further away from Seoul, if we could mean that we could like live close to each other or work in the same school. The reason being, like back at home we still live at home with our families, so we're quite close to our families, and we thought it would be quite difficult for us to be away from them and us being further away from each other as well. So we decided to try and aim, like stick to what we wanted initially. So then it hits December, And so this is May to December, and we still haven't heard anything. I think it's like the 26th of December or something, and I messaged Maria and I was like, you know, if this doesn't work out, like if we don't hear anything back soon, I'm not going to keep pursuing this, because I wanted to have a career change and it wasn't happening. Like I didn't want to keep like wasting my time. I thought I was wasting my time. Like at that point I had lost hope that I was going to be able to find a job in Korea. So then she was like, okay, but like let's just try like a bit more. She was still really hopeful. I was just, I think, having a bad day. But that day we got one of the recruiters that we had applied to like just the week before got back to us and said that like with 3 interviews with 3 different schools. Now we were like amazed, and all the interviews got scheduled for the next week. So it was like the 4th of January we had interviews, and we actually got 2 positions. All the schools wanted us, like both of us, so we actually got 2 positions, and we had to choose which one we wanted, and we ended up choosing, and and now we're here. No. So we ended up choosing, and then signed a contract, sent it back, and then we didn't hear much in the first like 1 or 2 weeks after that. We already had all our paperwork ready at this point. Like we had our paperwork ready since like November, which is your diploma, your notarized diploma, your criminal background check, and all that kind of stuff. We had all that ready. So then came the process of applying for the visa. Now this took a little while. So our start date was supposed to be like the 2nd of March or the 1st of March, I think. But that, because the visa took a while to get back, we had to push that back. So we got our visa 2 weeks after we applied for it. So we got it on the 15th of Feb, and then on the 17th of Feb we flew out of Australia to come here. So it all happened really quickly, but smoothly. So that was really great. And me and Maria thought that we weren't going to be able to live in the same building. Like they told us it would be within close proximity of each other, so we were fine with that. But we ended up having apartments in the same apartment complex. So Maria's just like 2 levels up above me. Sorry, I had this book to like remind me of stuff, but I think I remembered everything. And yeah, and we were like super happy with our location. We're in the Songnam area, and we're only like 2-minute walk from the train station, and it's like maybe like half an hour to Gangnam, or less than that sometimes. So we're pretty happy with where we are. It's pretty busy from what we can see so far. We're still in quarantine, but yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is if you feel like you're afraid to tell your parents you want to do something, just tell them pretty early on from when you get the idea. So I'm 25, but I'm really close to my family, and I've always lived with them, and I've never moved out. So it was going to be like a pretty big shock. I'm also the eldest in my family, so and I'm the only girl, so it was just like a thing. But as soon as I had the idea, I sort of told them this is what I'm thinking of, and gave them time to process. And as it started, like as the year started progressing, I just kept mentioning it until they were like, yeah, it's fine, like if that's what you want to do, then we'll support you. And they were really supportive, and I just kept putting the idea into their head that I was going to be gone, like when I was going to leave. Like throughout the whole year, I'd sort of trained their brains to know that I wasn't going to be there anymore, and it was really good. Like we were all quite prepared when the time came to say goodbye. It was really sad regardless, but it was fine. Like I feel like the fact that I told them from such early on really gave them time to prepare, and to just come to terms with the fact that I wasn't going to be around that much anymore. But we were still talking to them all the time. Just give them reassurance that you will be contactable. It's not like you're leaving to go to another planet. Just tell them that, you know, you are still going to be around, just not physically, and that they can contact you at any time that you want. That's sort of the idea that I put in their head, and like it's true. I will be available all the time. So that's one thing. Another thing, if you don't have any teaching experience and you haven't finished your TEFL course yet, just say that it's in progress, and mention any other experience that might be related to teaching, anything, even like helping your younger siblings do homework, and just, yeah, portray that you're a really approachable, kind person. Another thing I would recommend is doing an introduction video of yourself, just like a minute's worth of you telling them what your name, how old you are, where you're from, what you do for work, what you have studied, and just explaining why you want to teach and why you chose the specific country that you choose. It doesn't have to be Korea, there's many other countries, but why you chose the specific country that you chose, because that would make them know that you are really interested in moving to that specific country and that you're not going to back out later on. Sorry, so I forgot to mention why it would be good to make an introduction video. So the recruiter that we went through actually asked us to make an introduction video. So pretty much I just created a little speech on my phone and then memorized it, because you want to seem confident in your intro and you want to seem like you're not stuttering over your words, so everything's coming fluently. That will mean that they will be able to understand you better, and if they can understand you well, obviously they will think that you're a good candidate to teach. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why it would be good to make an introduction video. Also, if a recruiter doesn't ask for it, send it to them anyway, because they might just put the link of your video when they send your resume out, and then that way their schools that might be interested in you will be more impressed because you've gone through the extra effort of actually making a video for them. So I think it would be just a good idea to have it handy. And like I said, we got a job through the introduction video, and in our interview they actually said to us, we've seen your introduction video, you seem like blah 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 blah. So you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's just another point I forgot to mention. Today we get our final COVID test, which apparently the results should come back either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow at 12 p.m. we get to leave. Straight away we will be going to the school though, because our start date has been delayed, so we need to get into training ASAP, but that's fine. We're just excited to go meet our school and see what it's going to be like. I am extremely nervous. I haven't been a teacher before. I did my TEFL course, but nothing's the same as to when you're actually there, so I'm just hoping everything goes well and I can do a good job. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed my video. Please let me know if there's anything you want me to film. Like I said, I get out of quarantine tomorrow. It's going to be a bit busy because we're going straight into the school, but I think I should be posting a few videos of the outside world. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and just please message me or comment down below if you need anything. And if you do like my videos so far, just please subscribe. It lets me know that there's actually people that are interested in seeing my things. So thank you guys, and yeah, I'll see you next time.